Generally, I stick to more lighthearted, meme-worthy topics on this channel, but today I came across Columbia University's graduation ceremony, and I just had to make this video. There is a level of wokeness that is now so woke that they're so progressive, they're regressive in what can only be described as a segregated graduation ceremony that still manages to put black folks in the back of the bus. I don't really understand who thought this was a good idea, but these are people graduating from Columbia. This is not a, how do I say, community college like Evergreen, where it's just all woke morons. Columbia University hosting 6 separate graduation ceremonies based on income level, race, and ethnicities. The New York-based university is also hosting what appears to be a more general commencement ceremony. So for the whites is how the straight whites, cis whites. The New York School District's website, I'm going to show you that, details the graduation ceremonies for Native, Asian Latinx. Again, no self-respecting Latino wants to be called a Latinx. And black students taking place for Columbia College, Columbia Engineering, General Studies, and Barnard College at the end of April. Another dubbed FLI graduation, which is first generation or low income community. What? Hey, you poors have your own graduation ceremony. You could sit next to the other poors that are going to $100,000 a year school. They also host a lavender graduation, which apparently is for the LGBTQIA plus community. Columbia University did not immediately respond to Fox News' request for comment. It's unclear whether the ceremonies would necessarily exclude individuals of other races or backgrounds. The university is also hosting what appears to be a more general commencement ceremony. Last month, the Young American Foundation flagged a whites-only caucus event scheduled to take place at Elon University. It was intended to give white people a space to learn and process their awareness and complicity in unjust systems without harming their friends of color. Look, I don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of black folks that live in my community, okay? I live in the suburbs. I hang out with a couple occasionally when I see them at the pub, I would never call them a person of color. Like, that to me seems so cringe and reductionary. Like, you're a person, but you're a person of color. That, I just say black or black folks. That's what I've been instructed by, the people that I know. I don't know a ton of black folks, but I got a feeling that they don't want to be called person of color. I just got this weird feeling. I know a lot more members of the Latino community because, well, Wisconsin has a very high population, and they all laugh when I say Latinx. Most of them have never heard of it, and they say it sounds like a name, like a derogatory term. The university is said to be organized by a group of students that and eventually did not take place. That was because it was at odds with university policies. But this is a part of a bigger story of just so woke that you're racist. Congratulations to you, the class of 2021 in Columbia College, Columbia Engineering, and General Studies, and Barnard College. This registration page is for any graduating seniors and undergraduate students who would like to participate as graduates in virtual ceremonies. Complementing our school and university-wide ceremonies, these events provide a more intimate setting for students and guests to gather, incorporate meaningful cultural traditions, and celebrate the specific contributions and achievements of their community. This is like one of those things that probably started out as a good idea. I'm sorry, a well-meaning idea. Hey, someone probably said, hey, Wouldn't it be cool if we had like like a more tailored graduation, experience? And somebody said, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. We got billions of dollars in donations from corporations. Let's just spend a little on these like unique experiences. Here's the reality though. What the more unique experience is being a piece of cattle in a room next to a wide variety of other types of cattle that came from different places and are different colors maybe. That's real life. Real life is, being shoulder to shoulder with people that are different than you. Why would you want to enforce this sort of like, when I get out in the real world, everything's going to be about my cultural heritage. Guess what? It's not. It's not going to be. It's going to be about your output. It's going to be about your production. You have your native graduation Saturday at 4, then your lavender graduation, followed by the Asians, FLI graduation, which is the poors, Latinx, and they managed to put blacks in the back of the bus, black graduation, Friday, April 30th, a full week after the lavenders. What the frick? This is not progress. Twitter cringes at term bamboo ceiling in Oscars diversity headline. On Monday, the entertainment outlet tweeted a headline meant to celebrate the fact that this year's Oscar nominations feature more actors of Asian descent than ever before. Because that's what matters. Not the quality, but the color of everyone's skin. Diverse field sees Asian actors shatter a bamboo ceiling. The tweet is real. Literally what? Now, according to the author, they say that this is a prominent term in the Asian community. I feel like I doubt that. I have never heard this in 20 years of dealing with corporations. I've never heard of the bamboo ceiling ever. To be honest with you, if you want to get, really uncomfortable with facts, the Asian community is the top earning in America. Average median household income, $87,000, followed by white Americans at $65,000. That's a massive drop off. There is no such thing as a bamboo ceiling. Are you joking? The average Asian American makes what? 25% more than any other race in this country? Just saying. Just saying. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it. It's because it doesn't exist. The accompanying story was tweeted out Monday, but quickly elicited cringes across the internet. It was ratioed by followers with a mere 800 likes before noon, but more than 3,700 retweets and counting, which to point to problematic headline, one critic puts it. Are you guys out of your minds? Asked the comedian Nicole Thurman. Please change this offensive headline, urged entertainment writer Jason Fraley. Mocked one user. I'm surprised the article doesn't play a gong sound when you open it. Yeah, why don't you just title it From the Rice Fields to Riches? Amid the backlash, one reader attempted to bring context to the term. The term bamboo ceiling was coined by author Jane Hyun in her 2005 book, Breaking the Bamboo Ceiling, Career Strategies for Asians. Despite the author's ethnicity, others argued that the phrase was invented well before the diversity discourse had become the hot-button conversation it is today. Overwhelming criticism eventually prompted The Hollywood Reporter Rebecca Sun, who produced the article in question, to defend her decision. Again, I don't know. Bamboo ceiling discourse in 2021? I don't know. I'm not sure that the data supports, even if you want to make it a thing, the data doesn't support it. But I mean, that's those pesky facts again. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't get sucked into these weirdos. I sure hope some people at Columbia, some straight people attend the the lavender ceremony, and some rich kids attend the poors ceremony, and some poors sneak into the rich kids. I wonder if you have to show them your family earnings to get in. This is all ridiculous. This is not progress. This is regression. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.